go. So, turn this off here. Yeah, I know. I gotta get on and do all these readings. I really want to do Virgo, but I can't get in their energy. I don't know what's going on with Virgo. And it's their birthday month. Either way, sitting here, for a lot of you know about this stuff going on in the rap community between Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly. Well, I knew I had to do Gemini. And this is for Gemini males. So I was sitting here, I got myself ready to get on and do what I needed to do. And I was thinking of that whole situation, and I'm like, the Great Impersonator. Geminis are so good at being able to mute into different characters. So I really felt like I'm probably going to do the same thing for Gemini females too, because I feel like that is kind of like what's going on between your the twin energy. It's, who am I supposed to be? What am I supposed to be doing here? Well, I was flipping through cards. One of the things Aries had in their reading, as others saw them, and this was from like a week or two ago, was this card. How others seen us was sneaky, lying, cheating. And I don't know if that is females or males. I really don't care. But if other people see us like this, as coming and going, doing what we want, not telling anybody our secrets, doesn't mean we're cheating. A lot of us are single and doing our own thing, because we're looking for a new start with something that's real. That's this little synopsis. Either way, these are the two cards that came up for you guys. When I was thinking about Gemini males and what's going on with them, it's like you guys have a new start. And the way I looked at this card the other day was, this guy's taking his swords and he's making sure he's leaving scars behind. Yeah. Don't want to do a Gemini dirty. You just don't. Universe usually backs them pretty good. However, if you're a Gemini and you're not in integrity, alright, Spirit, I ask that the elements come in right now. Earth, air, fire, water. I ask that you help me to relay the message to Gemini that they need to hear from now until mid-September. There we go. 2018. Hang on. Card that fell too. Look at this. That's your central issue. It's your central issue. Six of Cups. It's the nostalgia card. And what's crossing you is the Fool. In your foundation is the Hermit. Not bad so far, guys. And then I had this whole thing of cards come out. Just gonna lay them right here. I'm gonna look at this reading. Look at that. Perfect. All right. Okay. What's going on with Gemini right now? I think you guys are, it does not show that you're at a crossroads. Even though I feel like you were at a crossroads with something that you had to make a decision about. And you knew, like, either whichever way you went, both roads were a good road to go. But I think what you wanted was the best route to get there. Here you have the Six of Wands in your past position, which I look at this card as like sort of, I mean, a lot of people say it's a victory card, and I do use it as that. However, I also look at it as calling a truce. I don't know what, I want to look up something. Real quick. You might have been in conflict in the past. I'm going to clarify all these. But either way, let me continue on with your reading, but I do want to do something real quick here. Any of you guys had heard? Oh. All right. Okay. This whole thing has just been like nuts. Eminem's birthday is October 17th. He'd be Libra. Justice and fairness. And Machine Gun Kelly's birthday is April 22nd. So he's on the cusp of Aries and Taurus. I didn't go into their natal charts, but I can guarantee they must have strong Gemini placement. That's the only thing I can think of with why these two would come up in your reading, unless you've been focusing a lot on that community. I don't know. I know it's been all over the internet. And I try and make things and put things that are relevant into my reading so that they come across in a tangible way that you understand, because some of the stuff in the downloads that I get, I also had a dream of a tornado last night, like right before I woke up, and yeah. But that's the kind of stuff that happens. Like, either way, back to your reading. I don't know if any of that is relevant, or you guys have been pondering on this stuff as well, with just the instability within society right now. I mean, everybody knows who the rap god is. Everybody. You don't come at Eminem unless you're ready for a friggin' fight and possibly lose your career. That's just what it is. Either way, Are you calling a truce with somebody? Or do you have victory over, or have you had victory over a situation in the past? In your overview, you have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Seven of Pentacles in the upright is you working toward stability and tangible material things, possibly. However, each one of these pentacles represents certain things that you've planted in your life. It's like the fruit hanging off the tree, like you can see it. However, with it being in the reverse, you're like, how, like, this is time to harvest. This is, okay, I see the fruit. I want that fruit. I know what each one of those things are, and I know they're mine, but how do I get them? With you having this as your central issue, like, you're looking back on the past of the things that you've done in your life and the things that, and I really feel like there was somebody who in your life that came and like changed your perception on things. This is in your foundation. You know, with this being your central issue, I think you've been going in and doing a lot of introspection on where you need to take the next step into your future here. But there has been some things that had just stopped you. You know, and right here is the Fool as crossing. This represents Aries. This also represents taking a leap of faith. This is a major arcana. This is the number 1. Okay? You might be dealing with an Aries. You might have an Aries parent. And or maybe, you know, you're not really sure 100% which path to go, or which one of these, which I really feel like this, and I don't know if this is technically a love reading for you guys, man. Like, I feel like this is more of, you know, what do I do next in my adventure in my life? Which way do I go? And you're looking back and you're thinking, all right, I am this person. That's my one twin. That's the other. Which one is going to get me to turn this tree around and be able to start taking what is rightfully mine, what I have worked hard for, which I know is mine. Choose wisely. Gemini, choose wisely. And just like I said, just like this whole Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly thing, absolutely, they look a lot alike. Like, you just flip through and stuff, those two look a lot alike. They sound a lot alike. However, we know who the real rap god is, and it's not Machine Gun Kelly. Sorry. And I'm not a huge one to, I like, if I listen to any kind of that type of music, it's always Eminem. Anybody that comes at Eminem like that, like the Great Impersonator, yeah, get ready, because that mask is about to get ripped off. That's just my take on the whole thing. Like, this is probably one of the biggest feuds I've ever saw that have been like out there, you know, for the whole world, because we have Facebook and stuff like that. Like back when, you know, you had the East Coast, West Coast thing going on in that community, you didn't have a whole lot of rappers trying to impersonate one another. That guy's trying to take on, that's what I feel. If I'm wrong, whatever. For for you guys and your take on this thing, you guys can become who you're meant to be. And watch out for people who try to impersonate who you are. Because in your near future, you have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Gemini males. Be very careful with who you let on your inner circle. Use discernment. Use discernment. Look into people's souls. You guys have that ability. How you see yourself, though, if something's going on where someone's trying to keep you or keep this whole thing upside down, how you see yourself is you're not going to get brokenhearted about that. You're just not. You're not going to be like, And if you're dealing, I don't see a whole lot of cups cards except for, it's coming. I see a whole lot of cups cards here, guys. And it could be because it's a male's reading. You could be dealing with an Aries. Like I said, that was what's crossing you. You also could be dealing with a Virgo. This is in your foundation. Either that or you have been watching and discerning those around you who are real and who are fake. And now you're choosing your tribe of who you know is real and fake in your life. You're figuring it out. How others see you is the Seven of Wands in reverse. Like, you're not being defensive about it. Like, you're not like, you know, being petty and clawing around and, you know, it could be a typical male thing where you're just like, whatever. In your hopes and fears, though, you want to move them forward. Like, you're in your boat and moving away from all that drama. However, like, this is your hopes and fears, though. Why are you hoping and fearing getting in that boat and moving forward? You know the universe has your back because right here's your outcome. This is the only cups card in this whole doggone reading. This is it. Yeah, what you have it all if you choose wisely. Who you surround yourself is who you become. Remember that. Who you allow. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Hit the like button, bud. Yeah, so who you surround yourself is who you will become. However, you guys have such a way about you. Go for a Gemini. You guys have such a way about you that you can, you know, be mutable. But the universe is giving you a warning here for your future. You know, it's the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. If you don't choose wisely who, you know, you allow in your inner circle, watch for the Great Impersonator. Watch for the person who's trying to take your shine. Okay? Seriously. I know when you have a spirituality about you and you have people who, you know, they want what you got, they will do anything to try and rip that from you. All the way to the point of impersonating who you are and making you look bad. So, yeah, this isn't a whole lot to do with love for you guys for right now, just in the next, look for this in the next few weeks. Okay? I think the Gemini females are going through the same thing, though. Like, this is, but here, if you can spot this out, don't get defensive. Okay? Silently get in your boat and cut that person off. Cut them off. Done. Because what this person knows, they're going to try and steal your fruit. They're going to try and steal everything you worked for all these years. And it's going to leave you with not a new start. They could try and steal it from you. So like I said, in your foundation, you guys need go inward, man. And I don't know, like my kids, they're all about Machine Gun Kelly. That's cool. But we all know. We know what's going to happen. We know. It's not going to be pretty. You don't come out of Eminem's neck like that, ever. He will cut you. So, this could be the good twin, and this could be the evil twin. Either way, how you handle this situation with someone trying to steal your fruit because they're impersonating who you are, I know. You're absolutely right. You're right. Uh-huh. Be careful with who you come at or you allow in your inner circle. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Gemini males. Your outcome, though, the universe has this for you. They do. Silence heals. Not just kills, it heals. The best way for you to get over somebody is to cut it off. It hurts, but you're not, I'm responding to somebody, but you're not just hurting the other person. You're allowing the other person to move on and heal though too, with the silent treatment and stuff. So it's not always the nicest thing. Either way, you have emotional fulfillment coming out of all this with the Great Impersonator. I'm going to clarify a few of these cards for you. Which actually, like I said, yes, that's you. I'm actually being watched by that person. Of course you are. Of course you're being watched. I know, I'm being watched too. You know what? Watch me flourish. Watch me flourish. Queen of Cups. Watch. Thought you were all smart and stuff doing what you did. Now you screwed yourself out of something really good. Yeah, I get it. I read cards. I read minds. And I call bullshit when I see it. God, I love getting in your energy, Gemini. I'm not even kidding. This mutable, magical stuff, it's hard. And it's even harder for me to get into earth elements, which is why they're usually last, and I feel bad because it's Virgo's birthday and they deserve a reading. I don't know how these other readers can do it. I got to get in the energy and I have to feel it. And it takes me a little bit of time. Here's the Queen of Cups, like I said. This could be the culprit. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And/or she could also be a part of the wish fulfillment. I have to usually wait though. I can't force myself in. I can't. I was dealing with a water sign too, Bo. I was. And he wasn't just, he was a Scorpio with Pisces moon. And Aquarius rising, so he was all upper echelon shit. And very dark. His dark side was dark. And I know he's still voodooing and hexing my ass. I know it. But at one point, I'm an Aries. I fight that shit off. Here's the other thing. I want you guys this is in your past, right in your past position. Call a truce and or move forward. Even if it's not even talking to, like, calling a truce within yourself to just be like, this nostalgia bullshit isn't going to affect me anymore. I'm not going to let it affect me. I'm going to turn this tree upside down so that I deserve this. I worked for this. You're not stealing it from me, bub. You're not. You're not taking my shit. But you don't have to say anything. Like I said, other people see you as the Seven of Wands in reverse. So, like, they see you calm and not jumping and, like, grasping at someone's neck. They see you as calm, cool, and collected during this whole thing. So, like I said, I'm sorry that it took me so long, but I've just been, like, running around doing stuff, and either that or sleeping. The other night I went out. For the first time all summer I went out. And it took me a day to recover. But yeah, Gemini males, you do, if you guys can keep your cool and keep your head about you, anybody, like I said, go inward. Do this. You moved on. Well, I'm just getting started and I'm 43. I'm not ready for retirement. Not at all. Not ready for retirement, bub. I'm ready to actually step into my superpower. And I know where it lies. It's just on how to get there. We'll see. Either way, that's what I have for you. Like I said, I usually will go through and clarify everything, but I don't think I need to. It's pretty well straightforward and blunt and straight up. Watch who the Great Impersonator is, who's trying to steal from you. Nice. Well, I'm 43. 43. Queen of Cups. The mutable Queen of Cups is a Pisces. They could be very dark too. Pisces have been silenced by dark forces. That's just the facts. I know that. And I have a special place in my heart for Pisces because my grandfather was a Pisces. And my grandfather, okay. Terrence, are you still on here? I think you are. Either way, when you talked about she'll be okay living her own life. Well, yeah. You want to know what? You have to look. My granddad was. Here's the thing. I don't have a whole lot in my natal chart. I don't have a whole lot of water in my natal chart. I'm a lot of earth, air, and fire. But when you were saying about the dark side of Pisces, my Lilith is in Pisces. I had to learn how to harness that energy and bring it over into the light side, because she can be pretty freaking evil and dark. And I can be an asshole, but most people look at me and they know I'm a good person. Like, they know this. Like, I'd never hurt anybody on purpose, ever. It's just not in my nature to hurt people. I want to help. That's my nature. I love people. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't want to help and give you guys messages that I know. I have Pisces and Cancer Venus in my chart. Explain that. How do you have Pisces and Cancer Venus in your chart? Because my Venus is in Taurus. You and I don't have to, hey, I don't want to keep this reading going any longer, but because it's already 31 minutes here. But I'm probably going to end up doing story time with you guys then too. Either way. Geminis, watch for the Great Impersonator. I did a free chart. Oh, you have Pisces, and then your Venus is in Cancer. My South Node's in Cancer. That's pretty much the only water placement, besides my Lilith being in Pisces. Like, that's pretty much... Okay, I got you now. Besides my Lilith, and it's in my 5th house, which is like one of the extremely powerful positions for Lilith to be in. Oh, fire. You do realize Aries and Sagittarius are better than Leo, right? I'm kidding. I like Leos. I do. To a degree. If they're not a narcissist, then I'm good. Either way, Gemini males, I hope this resonated for you guys. I hope this sounded familiar, and I hope it resonated with your spirit. And I know it doesn't have a whole lot to do with love. I apologize. That's where my Gemini team's going. Yeah. You want to know what? I really do. I hope this all resonated. If it made sense. Because I think this has more to do with not so much love, but it has to do with good. Good. I hope this resonated more into where you are right now in your life and your next step of watch for the people who are trying to impersonate who you are and what you worked for, that they don't come in and steal your, because this is in your future position. You can change this. This is all fluid. I'm giving you a warning. There's a great impersonator in your midst, so keep an eye out. Use discernment. Okay? You know, and yeah, at the end of the day, the universe has your back. Like I said, this came out as your outcome. So if you can navigate through this and not let heartbreak or what other people... Exactly. You're not doing that. Mm-mm. Because this is how you see yourself. This is how you see yourself. As whatever's going on around you guys, whether it be soulmate, twin flame, work, whatever you're doing in your life for your life path or journey, we all have haters. We do. We all have people who don't like what we're doing, who don't understand us. I'm not a Gemini, but here I am talking as one. That's what happens when I get in an energy. I apologize for that, but it just makes sense. When you're in that energy, it's like I talk as one. Don't let heart break. You're not. This is how you see yourself. How others see you is not defensive. However, your hopes and fears is you're still kind of, you're like, it's like mustering up the courage just to follow your path. And that's going to lead to this. It's going to lead to the Ten of Cups. Yeah, well, I have people who don't like it when I act like me. I was shut down. I was shut down. And it's okay at this point. So, we go Gemini males. That's, like I said, this whole thing going on in the natural that we can see with Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly trying to take Eminem's shine. You don't do that. But I think it's almost like a study. Hey, bud, I want you to email me. Okay? I know. Can you remember this? I have it in some of my other stuff, and I can put it. I'll put it in the comments then. What my email is, and we can talk back and forth then. But I wrote a 4-page single-spaced. I'll put it in the comments, Terrence. Okay. I wrote a 4-page single-spaced letter to my ex, and I'm gonna burn it. Okay, I'll do that. I'm gonna burn that letter along with some things that I know that break spells, and I'm doing it on the Aries full moon. And I'm not just doing it for me. I'm going to go live when I do this. Not just doing this for me. I'm doing this for my community of people. To break any kind of spell or curse from anyone who is stuck on somebody. So that's what's going on with me. I'm going to go live and do it. I'm going to go live and do it at a spot where him and I were intimate, and it just so happens to be in nature, and it's right across the street from my house at one of the largest rivers that flows through Pennsylvania. It is the largest river. Both branches meet right over here. Yeah, so it's going to be awesome. So that full moon is going to be powerful, and I'm excited. So. And it's the Aries full moon. It's like, it's the clap back. What you just did to me, buddy, you're going to get it in spades. You don't fuck with me. Ever. Or my emotions. Just like Machine Gun Kelly. He's going to wish he was dead. when I release the stuff that has been trying to clap back at me, you don't know. You don't mess with people's emotions, and you don't mess with people who really have a heart to love somebody. Either way, enough of all of that. You guys have a great day. Yeah, I got really behind. I got to get readings done, and this is already 40 minutes, and I didn't even do my clarifying or any of that with your reading. I felt like it was pretty straightforward, and you guys do with it. Take what resonates, discard the rest. If it doesn't resonate, I apologize, but I really felt for the males, and I've been noticing this with male readings. They're not in their emotion. Most males don't like to get in their emotions. So like, it's more of warnings and watch out for this. So either way, I'm gonna do Gemini females now. So you guys are already 41 minutes. I love it, but I'm gonna go and do Gemini females now, and I'm gonna try and get all of the mutable signs done. I'm gonna try and get in Virgo's energy. Virgo. It's your birthday, Virgo, but it doesn't feel like it. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. I love you. Mwah. Take care. I will see you in a couple weeks.